today I want to offer you a tarot reading video that will be all about your passion and your path to success, which is also closely linked to your life's purpose. So if you are currently a bit lost and if you are looking for your passion, you don't know what it is, or perhaps you have lost touch with it, then this may be just the right video for you to watch right now and the message that you need to hear the most right now. Also, if you like this video and find it helpful, please consider subscribing. That would mean so much to me. But before we go on and I show you the cards for you to select from, I want to make one very important distinction here. When I say success, your path to success, I don't mean the flashy, shiny, glittery type of success that your ego finds attractive. What I mean by that is what is your heart's true calling? What is your passion, which directly points towards your purpose, your calling, and that is how you become successful. That is your path to success. Because whenever you are looking for the fame and status, which are often things that ego wants the most, the success that ego wants, it is often not sustainable in long term, since it relies heavily on other people's approval and validation. And as soon as that external energy that you need in order to sustain your success runs out, you no longer receive it, it kind of collapses and you are no longer able to support your success and you are no longer able to be successful. But whenever you are creating something from your heart, whenever you feel passionate about the thing that you are doing, the very act of doing that thing brings you joy and fulfillment and satisfaction. And you don't need other people to support you necessarily. You don't need that external approval from them. You just do it because you are passionate about it. You are excited about this thing and you see and you feel that there is something behind it, a bigger meaning of some kind, which you might not necessarily understand, but you still feel very drawn to it and you do that thing. Then you just keep doing it no matter what happens, no matter what other people think about that, because you are passionate about that and you are happy when doing that thing. And that is this distinction that I want to make very clear here. Now I will show you the cards so that you can select your message and I'll talk to you in your reading. So here you can see 5 piles of cards for you to choose from. Take some time, take a moment, think about your passion, think about your relationship with your passion. What is it that you are looking for? What is the answer that you are seeking? And which of those 5 piles could have the answer for you today? Then go ahead and take a look at the description box below for timestamps and go ahead and get right to your reading. Hello and welcome back, group number 1. So this is your reading if you picked the first pile of cards. Now let us see what you have and what is your passion. So the first card for you is the Hanged Man. You also have the Judgment reversed. This is how it looks in the upright position. And you have another major arcana card, Temperance, which is also reversed. Then you have the 5 of Scepters, Guilt, 2 of Fire, and finally you have Sensuality. The card says express your sensuality. So what does it say about what your passion is and what your path to success is? First of all, I would like to say that I have a strong feeling that your passion has something to do with your sensuality. It is about your body's ability to perceive things, to sense things in a sensual way. So it could be about you employing your body in some way, perhaps dancing, perhaps it's something to do with movement, some kind of a movement therapy, something like that, stimulating your body, stimulating the senses of your body, or helping other people to get in touch with their bodies, with their physicality and their sensuality. So your passion, your purpose has something to do with that. And the Two of Fire that is next to this card, to the sensuality card, the Two of Fire is about pursuing your passion. So this is literally about getting in touch with what you find exciting and what you are on fire about, and just doing it, just being on this journey to discover, to explore your passion, to build around your passion, to build your life around your passion. So this is you doing it. So your heart is really longing for that, for you to start embracing your sensuality, or this aspect of yourself that can nurture the sensuality of other people, of their bodies, to help them get in touch with their bodies. So no matter how it is for you, what shape and form it takes for you, it is really something that you find very strongly about deep inside if you take the time to connect with your heart and listen to what it has to say to you. There is that passion, that joy, that excitement. You cannot miss this feeling whenever you feel it. Whenever you feel it, you will know. You will just know, this is it, this is what I want to do. I have absolutely no doubt about it. But right now, I don't think that this is the case for you, because of the Five of Scepters and the guilt that you have going on here. It could be that you may be resisting yourself big way. If you take a look at this card, the artwork of this card, you can see that there is this woman, and she's kind of trying to protect herself from the beast that is about to attack her, or at least she could be perceiving that the beast is about to attack her. There is something that she wants to push away and to protect herself from. So it could be a part of your nature, of your deeper nature, of your deeper being, that you don't want to connect to, and that you want to push away and deny about yourself. You may be in resistance with your own self, with an aspect of your own being. And it is also associated with strong negative emotions for you, including guilt and blaming yourself about something. Perhaps there is something about your upbringing or the beliefs that you hold, the beliefs of the community that you are in, that is preventing you from pursuing your passion fully. Perhaps there is something wrong about the body, about being sensual, about embracing the physicality of your body, in their opinion, or even in your own opinion. And perhaps there is something about you or your body or even your sexuality that you are not able to accept fully. And that is what is stopping you and blocking you from connecting with your passion and fully embracing it and being on this journey. As soon as you are on this journey, you no longer care about those things, about the negativity, about the resistance, because it's all gone. So there is a part of your path to success which requires you to take a look at your own shadows, your own fears, and your own resistance. What is it precisely and specifically that you are avoiding about yourself, that you don't want to accept, or you don't know how to accept that part of yourself, because there are such a strong negative emotion attached to it. And if that is the case for you, then you should ask, where does it come from? Where does this belief come from? Because most likely than not, it is not your belief. It was planted in you by other people. It is their fear that is now being imposed on you, and you live in accordance with that fear and that belief, which is not your belief at all. And your passion, your journey, your purpose asks you to deal with that and to heal it and leave it behind, so that you are free and ready to embrace your passion and help other people do the same, help other people get over their negative beliefs about themselves, about their bodies, whatever it is that your passion is about. And it does feel that at the moment, if you don't do that, you won't be able to connect with your passion and pursue it. You need to be able to adopt a different perspective here with this Hangman card. There is something about yourself that you currently don't see, and that is the reason why you are not able to wake up to your passion, to hear it and to connect to it, because you are not ready for that yet. Judgment card, when reversed, is pointing towards our inability to learn a lesson of some kind, which would then allow us to get to the next level, basically. We may not be ready, you may not be ready at this point to learn that lesson, because there is something else that you need to finish and complete and understand about yourself and about your situation. It kind of feels that you are directing the majority of your energy towards something that is not bringing you any good. The Temperance card, which is about balance, is reversed as well, so it indicates that your life, your situation lacks balance in some way. And perhaps you are focusing too much on the lack when it comes to yourself and your passion. Perhaps you are focusing on all the aspects, how you are wrong or how you are not good enough, and the things that you lack within yourself. Perhaps your self-esteem is suffering because of that, and so you are draining all your energy, or the majority of your energy, because of those negative thoughts and because of the way you perceive yourself. But you still get something out of this kind of mindset and this attitude. Perhaps it is precisely that approval, that external approval that I was mentioning at the introduction of this video. Your path to success could be based on other people's validation, or it could be based on your true self and your true passion. And this Hangman card, which is about sacrifice, about sacrificing your ego, it makes me think that perhaps this could be the case for you. Perhaps the number one reason why you find it hard to connect to your passion is because you want other people to approve of you more than you care about connecting with your passion. And as I said, it is based on those negative beliefs, which may be pretty deeply rooted in you. So there is some work that you need to do, that your passion asks you to do, in order for you to peel off those layers that are not really yours, that don't really belong to you, so that you can find your true self and your true voice and your true passion. You are not guilty of anything. It is just a matter of you accepting yourself, really, truly, and unconditionally. And when you are able to do that, nothing will stop you from being on this journey and having that enjoyment and fun and excitement when you are finally connected with something that you love doing. Okay, so this is your message, group number 1. It does seem that there is pretty much that you still need to work on before you are ready to really embrace your passion. But I truly hope that you will take your time and think about this message and how it resonates to you and what comes up for you and how that might be helpful for you. And also, please let me know about your insights. I would love to hear about that from you and how this message resonated with you. Yes, so this is what I see for you, and I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Take care and bye-bye. Hello, group number 2. So this is your message if you picked the second pile of cards. And let's see what you have going on. So you have the Page of Wands. You also have the 9 of Wands. You have the 9 of Swords. Well, this deck doesn't have any pictures on the minor arcana cards, so it's not that interesting, but anyway. Then you also have the Death card. You have Aloneness, Hanged Man, and finally you have Gratitude. It says, be grateful for all you have. Okay. Your passion and path to success. Well, the first thing that stands out for me in your reading, group number 2, is that there is an aspect of you that is full of this childlike joy and excitement about life. So it's really like being a child again and having fun, playing all day, exploring the world, being curious, being happy, just pure happiness and enjoyment about life and about the exploration and play. And your passion has to do something with that. Either it's about your inner child, or it's about children in general. Perhaps your life's purpose is to work with children. Perhaps your life's purpose is has something to do with creativity and expressing your inner child, like painting with your fingers, creating art that really captures this joy for life, this raw and real joy for life. Perhaps there is something else. Perhaps it's about teaching children. Well, this is a general reading, so what exactly it means to you can be many different things depending on who you are. But please think about that and think about what comes up, what resonates, and what is it that your heart is longing for deep down. If you take a look at these 2 cards, then you can see the colors are pretty similar. The blue color, the yellow color. It is about, for me, it reminds me about the sacral chakra, which is color yellow, and also your throat chakra, which is that blue color. And that is your joy, your source of vitality and strength, your power, and how you are able to express that. So throat chakra is about self-expression. And in this card, there are also children depicted. They are playing at the beach, building castles in the sand. So there is this playful attitude about your passion. It's about playing, being creative, exploring, and being curious. And the gratitude, how that comes in, is really about being grateful for all you have and having that innocent and pure attitude towards life, which is sometimes only possible when you look at life through the eyes of a child. Because when we grow up, when we become adults, we kind of lose that ability, that innocence. and life becomes hard and complicated for us, and we lose touch with that inner child that allows us to enjoy life in the purest way possible. And your passion, group number 2, has something to do with that, bringing that back. Hanged Man is all about changing perspectives. So perhaps your life's purpose is somehow to change that adult thinking, that adult mindset, and shift it by showing how life can be enjoyed, what a true enjoyment and happiness feels like. So perhaps that is your path and your heart's calling, group number 2. And you will know that you have connected to that when you yourself will feel passionate and eager to explore this path. The Page of Wands also speaks about this childlike attitude towards new beginnings, towards ideas that inspire you and that you find fascinating, and you just cannot wait to start exploring those ideas. So that is all within you, group number 2. It is really within you, and all you have to do is connect to that source of joy within, and then it will take you where you need to go, where you want to go the most. But there are definitely also challenges here when it comes to you connecting with your passion. I was mentioning the colors, the blue color, the yellow color of those 2 cards, but then we have another 2 cards which feel completely different, the death and the aloneness. And you can see that these cards feel much darker and more dense. They are heavy, and perhaps they make you feel sad and lonely, and that you have lost something important and you are grieving for that. So when it comes to you, it could be that there is some unhealed trauma that needs your attention, group number 2. Perhaps you have gone through a loss of some sort, and that experience has taken away your joy for life and your innocence. Perhaps you have this tendency to isolate yourself from the world. You don't want to interact with the world, or there is a part of you that is isolated. Perhaps your inner child is grieving over something, and that is the reason why you cannot be happy and joyful about life. You cannot connect with your passion because your inner child is sad all the time. And what you need to do in order to reverse that is you need to connect with your inner child and heal its sadness first. Those 2 cards, the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Swords, they are showing the struggle that your path to success will take from you. It feels like you must push through your fear. You must keep going despite of how afraid and anxious you feel. 9 of Swords is all about nightmares and anxieties and fear that is paralyzing you, that is preventing you from enjoying life and doing the things that you love. And you keep going, you have to keep pushing despite this fear, despite this anxiety. So definitely, group number 2, there is something unresolved here that is standing in the way of you connecting to your passion and truly and freely expressing that. Definitely, if you are listening to this message and if you feel disheartened or if hopelessness kicks in, then please, what I want you to understand is that it is fine, it is okay. Just because you have been wounded or hurt in the past doesn't mean that it cannot be healed. And if you don't know how to heal, then the first step towards healing is awareness. Awareness of those wounds that you have, and your willingness to sit with yourself, to help yourself, to support yourself, and to ask for help and support in those times when you need that. Perhaps for you, it is a challenge to open up to the world and even accept help, given the aloneness and this card and this Nine of Swords and the anxiety that comes with it. But please know that the help is there. If only you are willing to look for it and ask for it, it is there for you. It is readily available to you. And when you are able to heal yourself, think about all the people that you will be able to help through expressing this unique and fantastic creativity that you have within yourself and that so much wants to be expressed. So that is the meaning, the bigger meaning behind your pain, behind your trauma. And if you are able to focus on the meaning, not the suffering, then you will also take the steps towards healing. And you will succeed. You will push through your fear, but not by rejecting it or resisting it, but by accepting it, making peace with it, sitting with your inner child who may be very, very scared and sad and lost. And just by doing that, just by being compassionate towards yourself, you will start the healing process. Okay, so this is what I see for you, group number 2. Yes, I know this was supposed to be an inspirational message, but indeed, if you feel that there is something going on within you, something very painful and something that you cannot overcome, then, and if you know that that is standing in the way of you being happy and being successful in life, then know that it is there for a very, very good reason. And if only you can understand the meaning behind your pain, you will have set yourself up for success and healing and getting closer to yourself and living your passion. And that is something that I truly, truly wish for you, group number 2. Let me know how this message resonated with you, and I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Take care and bye-bye. Okay, so reading number 3. So what do you have going on? So the first card for you is the Six of Swords. Then you have the Queen of Swords. You have the Two of Wands, the Hierophant, Postponement, Queen of Earth, and Cheer Up. The card says live in the moment. Okay, group number 3. What is your passion? And what is your path to success? I have a feeling that you could be pretty analytical and intelligent, and somebody who takes great pride in their thinking abilities or who relies on their mind. And it is definitely one of your strengths and one of your biggest gifts, at least. That is how it feels like from your cards. And this analytical ability of yours and your intelligence and your brightness, it is something that can definitely also Be connected to your life's purpose, to your path of success, because that is one of your biggest strengths. However, group number 3, I also think that you may be holding yourself back precisely because of your mental abilities and your intellect. So your biggest strength is at the same time one of your biggest weaknesses. You may be overthinking things. You may be a perfectionist. Perhaps you want things to be very clear and structured and organized, and you want to understand things before you are ready to pursue them and before they make any sense to you and you trust them. Perhaps you trust your mind to such an extent that you only do something if it is completely clear to you. And because you are often overanalyzing things, you may be postponing a lot. And you have this postponement card here, and that is basically an indication that life kind of passes you by. The real life, the exciting part of life, the actual living part of life is passing you by. But it's happening because of your own choosing. You don't feel ready. Perhaps you don't feel ready and good enough for that life. And there is something about yourself that you want to put in order first, and only then you will be ready to start enjoying yourself and your life. But that is what is preventing you from connecting with your passion. And that is actually what is standing in your way. So your passion is closely linked to your intellect, group number 3. Your thinking ability is definitely very strong, and you have to capitalize on that. It's your strength, it's your talent, it's your gift. But you need to make your thoughts productive and fruitful, and that is the profitability of your passion, and that is how you will be successful. The Queen of Swords, she embodies you, I think. She's that analytical and smart being that is very much living in her headspace and being very objective about facts. That is her biggest strength. Her objectivity is her biggest strength. And she can be very harmful to herself if she turns her mind against herself, which could be going on for you, group number 3. And she should not be turning her mind against herself, but she should be using it to pursue her passion. The 2 of Wands is that pursuit. This is precisely about your passion and you living it, you building your life around your passion, exploring it, following it, doing whatever you want and need in order to create through your passion. And the moment when you will stop analyzing yourself and how wrong you are, how not good enough you are, that will be that transition moment that will help you really connect to that productivity aspect of your talents and strengths, and you will start creating real things that will completely turn the things around for you. The Queen of Earth here, she suggests that your passion should be very productive and material and real. It should produce real results. But if you are sitting all day and thinking about things and analyzing things and trying to make sense of things, you are not getting any work done. You are not being productive in a physical sense, in a material sense. And your passion asks you that you become more fruitful in the way you approach it. Don't just sit and think. Don't worry. Don't get anxious about not being perfect. Just go ahead and do it. Embrace your passion, embrace your joy, follow it, and just get things done, no matter how imperfect they may be. The greatest advice for you, group number 3, is this one: cheer up. and live in the moment. This is indeed not about you sitting with your own thoughts all day. This is about you going out there, not postponing anything, and going where it feels colorful and where it feels full of life. Because currently you may be sitting in your own little world, in your own little bubble, pondering about all sorts of things and thinking about when you will do that, when will something become true for you and how it would feel, or what you will do then. But this is not what you do. You start acting and doing things right now in this very moment, and you make sure that you enjoy it. That will be your indication that you have connected with your passion and that you are on your path to success. It will feel good, it will feel great. The only thing is that you have to give yourself permission to feel great. That could be the biggest obstacle for you because of your mind, because of the way you think, and because of your intellect. Don't turn it against yourself. Use it to create something meaningful, something real, something that will help others. Turn it into a profit of some kind. And you can trust yourself. If you doubt yourself, and perhaps that is the reason why you think that you should keep learning and should keep discovering things and understanding things before you can start taking real action. If you doubt yourself, don't, because the Hierophant card, which is also here, it indicates that you have very strong convictions and you can trust them. You can trust your judgment. You have beliefs and this mental position, this intellectual position that is really strong, and you can trust it. It is the source of your strength, and you can use it to support yourself and to go out in the world and create real things. You can trust it. You are good enough. You already know enough in order to start actually engaging in the real life. So really, let it go and cheer up, be present, enjoy yourself, and don't think that much about yourself. Think about your passion. Think about how you will make it perfect for the people that need it the most. Think about how you will improve the world, how you will make real change in the world through your brilliant mind, through your brilliant intellect and your thinking ability. Because you have a lot already there, and it is very deep, it is very, saturated with your experience, with your wisdom. And if you connect to that deeper place within where that wisdom is, where your experience has been crystallized and it's stored there for you to access it whenever you need to create something real, something practical. If you can connect to that, you will no longer worry about your image, about yourself, about your imperfections. You will be able to just connect to that, to create and enjoy yourself in the process. And that is what I truly wish for you, group number 3. I hope that you liked your message. Please let me know how it resonated with you and what was your insight on this. And I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Bye bye. Hi there, group number 4. It's lovely to have you back. So this is your message. If you picked the 4th pile of cards, and what you have. So you have the Queen of Cups, and this card is reversed. You also have the 8 of Swords. You have the 2 of Pentacles. 3 of Scepters, which is the 3 of Wands. Creativity. 9 of Fire. and potential. The card says think big for your future. Okay, so your passion and your path to success. What is your message? You have a huge, untapped, unexplored potential. And it has to do a lot with your creativity and you really pursuing your creative ability, your creative power, perhaps even in the form of building your own business, but definitely you being very active, proactive when it comes to your creativity and the way you express it and what you do with it. You have, of course, it's self-explanatory. You have this creativity card and the potential card. Think big for your future. So this is all about your ability to imagine great things for yourself and the world. This is about your imagination and that ideal image of the world that you are able to conjure up in your mind. And just by being able to imagine that is also the key to being able to create that, to manifest that, to make it real and put it in the physical world for others to enjoy. And that potential, that creative potential for you is immense, it's huge. The only thing is that you may not give yourself enough credit for that. The Queen of Cups reversed. So another card that suggests that you are very creative, very sensitive, and you have a very good imagination for that. Perhaps you kind of have this ability to sense what the world needs. Maybe even subconsciously, maybe you are not even aware of this ability of yours, but if you connect to that stream of consciousness, of that to that energy, you kind of sense this urgency, this need of the world, and then you transfer it and transform through your creations. And you create the solution for that problem. It could be artistic, it could be very down to earth and very practical, so it doesn't really matter what form your creations take. What matters is that you have this ability to tune into the collective and pick up that need and that problem that you can solve through your creativity and through your potential, which you are not fully aware of even. But the reversal of this Queen of Cups shows that you might not be really in touch with that part of yourself. This is your talent, this is your biggest gift and strength, but you may be denying that part about yourself, or you may not be fully trusting in it, or you think that it's wrong, it's weird, and this is not how things work in the world. But this is that shift that needs to happen for you, group number 4. You need to start embracing your intuition. You need to start paying attention to your creative needs and urges, and you need to trust them. Even if they don't make sense, you have to have a very strong, unwavering belief in whatever comes up, whatever wants to be created and expressed through you. You could be fearful about that, and you could feel that it has no power and no real meaning whatsoever, as indicated here by this 8 of Swords. This is you being a victim of your own negative thoughts and belief patterns. Perhaps this is how others have been treating you, and this is all you know. Your ideas are weird, your creations are weird, they don't make any sense, and you cannot get anywhere with them. This is what your mind may be telling you, and this is what you may be telling yourself. But this is actually that barrier that should be removed, because it has nothing to do with the truth. absolutely nothing to do with the way things actually are for you. That is your true passion. Your weirdness, your idiosyncrasies are precisely those things that connect you to your passion and to your life's purpose. And they will make you successful if only you embrace them and accept yourself. And there is this element of really hustling with your passion and creativity and really doing the work required to really create it, to manifest it. This Two of Pentacles and Three of Scepters. This is you being very grounded and very practical about your passion and your creativity. And you are taking real and very, very concrete steps towards building something with your passion. As I said, it could be your own business. It could be a very solid project, for example, something that brings profit to the world. It's not only about you sitting by yourself, painting or writing or doing something for yourself. It's not about that, because whenever you start engaging with the world, with the needs of the world, with the needs of your customers or clients or your partners, the people you are collaborating with, whenever you start to have that energy exchange, that is when you start truly growing and exploring your potential. Because when you are sitting by yourself and trying to be creative by yourself, of course it's good and you should do that, definitely. But if you want to bring your creations to the next level, you need to start collaborating with other people. You need to start managing your life in very real ways and try to find very real solutions of how to do that. Perhaps you need to reorganize your life in some way. Perhaps you need to start turning your hobby into a side gig that gives you income, that brings profit to the world. So in order for you to connect to your passion and get that feedback you need that will improve and help your self-confidence to grow, you need to start taking very real steps towards implementing your ideas. You have a lot of self-doubt, and perhaps you are giving up way too fast before you can actually see results. If something doesn't happen right away, if you don't see the result immediately, please don't be disheartened, group number 4. It is very important that you keep going, that you keep doing, that you find that inner motivation that keeps you going, that you keep trying and come back to your ideas, improve them if it is necessary, and then share them again, get them out in the world, and see how this process actually helps you grow yourself, helps you develop yourself as a person, and really helps you to get in touch with your potential. So this is also about cultivating those personal abilities that will allow you to be successful. Because just by having a gift and not doing anything about that, not believing in that strong enough so that you can push through, so that you can get it out in the world and noticed by other people, if you cannot do that, your talents are useless. You are wasting them. So the first step for you is to get rid of the negative self-talk. Stop believing in that negative voice in your head that is belittling you and putting you down and saying that you are weird and that you don't have anything real to offer. That is not true. And the next thing is start taking actual steps. towards your creations, because I do have a feeling that you have no problem in understanding or knowing what is your passion. At least it feels so easy that it's already there for you. You don't need to find your passion. You just need to find a way how to make it work for you, and how to believe in yourself enough to do something about your passion. And when you have started to take those actual steps towards doing something real with your passion, with your creative abilities, then it's very important that you stick to it, that you keep going no matter how many rejections you receive, no matter how many criticisms you receive. You keep learning, you keep coming back and improving yourself, improving your work, and you keep going. And you will be able to create that big future, not only for yourself, but also for your customers, or the people who will be enjoying your creations. Okay, so this is your message, group number 4. Do let me know if it resonated, and I truly wish all the best for you, and I truly wish you to have that self-belief and confidence in your passion, in your creativity. You already know that. You already have it deep in your heart, and you just need to trust it and just go with it. Stick to it and you will be fine. Okay, so I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Take care and bye bye. Hello, group number 5. So this is your reading if you picked the final pile of cards, and let us have a look at your cards. So you have the Empress reversed. You have the 7 of Cups also reversed. You have the Hierophant reversed as well. Then you have the Emperor. Interesting, you have both the Empress and the Emperor. You have the Abundance. You have the 3 of Earth. And you have Memories. The card says, cherish memories of loved ones. Okay, so let us have a look at your passion and your path to success, group number 5. The first thing that really stands out for me from your reading is that you could be a very strong leader. You could be having very strong leadership abilities. And it has something to do with your passion and also your purpose. You executing your leadership abilities, being a leader, being somebody who is in forefront of things, being a pioneer, and building your own thing, doing your own thing without nobody telling you what to do, because you know it yourself. You have a very strong will, and you know your vision, you know what you want to manifest and accomplish, and that is what you are after. I'm just not sure whether you yourself are aware of this and whether you are in touch with this aspect of yourself, with the leader within yourself. I also have a feeling that you could perceive yourself as an outsider in some way. It could be that you feel that you don't fit in with the group, and perhaps you think that your opinions and views on things and the way you see the world, your perspective is very different from that of the mainstream or that of the conventional, which is suggested here by this reversed Hierophant, which is all about traditions, beliefs, and things like that, institutions and hierarchical structures. And the Hierophant card for you is reversed, so you could be kind of against that. And given this quality, this strong leadership quality that you have, you could be currently at this in this part of your life, you could be using that to rebel against the traditional, to rebel and go against the mainstream, or at least you could be viewing yourself as separate from that. So you could be doing that actively or passively, but somehow you could be viewing yourself as standing outside of that traditional group where the most people belong to. You kind of don't belong there, and it makes you perhaps resentful, it makes you rebel that and go against it. But by doing that, you are also wasting a lot of your energy without any real results of your work, of the things that you are doing. So in order for you to connect to your passion and to get on the path to success, you should think about this about yourself and reconsider how you see yourself in terms of the mainstream ideas, how you see yourself in terms of authorities and whatever their visions are, how you see yourself in terms of what is dominant, the dominant ideas, the dominant ways of doing things, the dominant beliefs in our society or in your community, in your circle, and how you see yourself relative to that. You don't need to find a place to fit in. What you need, what your passion needs in order for you to discover it and really connect with it, is you building your own community where you can be that leader, where you can take on that role of authority, and you will build your own following. There will be people who will subscribe to your ideas and who will be loyal to you. And that can happen only if you become very balanced in your leadership qualities. Because the balance could be a bit off here for you. I'm coming to this reversed Empress card. And for me, it speaks about this nurturing aspect of you, this caring and compassionate aspect of you that you may have disowned for one reason or another. And it comes across in the way you do things. It comes across in your behavior. And I think that the most important shift that you need to create here in order to be successful in your own endeavor is to bring back that nurturing quality, that sentiment and sensitivity that is sometimes so necessary and absolutely crucial if you want to have people follow you. Because they will do that if they will feel understood by you. And if you, and this may be challenging for you because you may feel that you are not understood yourself. So it's hard for you to show that to other people, to understand them, to validate them, because you have not been validated yourself. But again, that is that work that you must do, and that is how you will balance your strength and your assertiveness. And that business or that empire that you will build yourself, I have a feeling that it is closely linked to taking care of other people in some way. And that's why it is so important to you to bring that aspect of you back, that nurturing, loving, and caring aspect of you. Because look here, memories, cherish memories of loved ones. This is about sentimental and emotional value. This is not about money. This is not about financial assets as much as it is about emotions of other people. For some reason, I have a feeling that this business-like mindset, this entrepreneurial mindset, is also very closely linked to your passion and your purpose, because you have this abundance card. And combined with your leadership qualities, this is really an entrepreneur that brings great wealth and prosperity, not only to himself or herself, but also to your clients, to people who are buying your products or buying your services. And you working towards that and building that kind of empire is very important to you. It's important to your passion and your calling and your success. And this is the Three of Earth is indicating precisely that this is you teaming up with like-minded people and building that project, that business, that thing, that ideology, or whatever it is for you that is much larger than you. But you are still a leader of that, a visionary of that. You hold that vision. You lead other people. And how you make them follow you is you help them remember and protect their biggest values, their dearest memories. Again, how specifically it turns out for you and what is it for you specifically, since this is a general reading, it will depend on you, and this is the thinking that you need to do yourself. But what I can tell you straight away is that there is a strong sense of connection and a strong connection on an emotional level specifically. And you are a leader of that in some way. You provide this safe environment for those connections to take place and for those emotional assets to be safe. And if you are able to figure out how to nurture those aspects yourself, how to find them within yourself and how to take a proper care of them, then you will bring the necessary balance into your endeavors and you will be very, very successful. Here with the Emperor card, with the Abundance card, you need to be very serious about your dreams and your goals, and you need to give it all of you. You need to invest all of you, your focus, your strategic thinking, your money, your energy, everything of you. You need to invest in that because you want that, because that is your passion. That will help you feel alive and really living your purpose. And there will be this higher meaning behind that, which has something to do with those emotions, with that sentimental value, and with taking care of that, nurturing and protecting that. So indeed, this is your message, group number 5. This is your passion. So what I wanted to tell you one more time is that don't go against the established order. Don't try to find a place to fit in. That will not fulfill you and that will not do you any good. Find a way to change your mindset and make that shift. Take on that responsibility and start doing things yourself. Start building those connections with other people yourself. Look for like-minded people who can help and support you and who can support your vision. And together you will be able to create your own world that will be something unique and something of your making. That will be your vision coming alive. Okay, so this is your message, group number 5. Do let me know whether this message resonated with you, and I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Take care and bye-bye.